Hi, my name is Stormy, and this is my first video log since I started researching into the strange phenomenon going on the colonized planet called Nova. For those that don't know, Nova is a planet that was colonized 40 years ago and has two suns, which makes it to where it has a 3-year-long solar eclipse every 70 years-ish. Since we colonized this planet 40 years ago, up until this point, we haven't actually experienced a solar eclipse, so we didn't know what was going to happen once we did. But this is our first experience, and people already aren't listening. It's been about 5 months since this happened, and people lasted about 3 months before they stopped obeying the rules that we were given, which involved not going outside unless we had the proper gear on, because we didn't know what effects the solar eclipse would have on us. While the effects that we've been seeing so far over the past 2 months haven't been outright dangerous and deadly, it has been having some weird effects. The population that is exposed has been having a reduced fear response, and while that doesn't seem like a bad thing, in general, when you first think about it, it kind of can be. Our fear response is what keeps us from doing things we're not supposed to. Standing too close to a cliff, sticking your hand on a hot stove, stuff like that. So we've been seeing a lot of accidents and even some deaths since this first started happening. I wasn't originally planning on researching into this at all, but then both of my parents decided that since they'd been here, since the planet was colonized, they were just gonna go outside, because hey, I've lived here for 40 years. What's it gonna do to me that it hasn't done already? So in order to try to prevent others from getting sick and to cure my parents from their response they're having, I'm researching into this. So I guess we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on anything that I learn. It might be a while though. This is my second video entry when it comes to researching the strange events following the solar eclipse beginning on Nova. It's been 5 months since my last video was recorded, and I teamed up with some scientists in the area and we started researching into pretty much everything imaginable. The key thing that we found though was an article that was printed over 100 years ago on Earth involving a study done on rats and their testosterone levels. I guess in rats, a heightened testosterone level combined with a protozoan exposure can cause a decreased fear response, and it got us looking in the right direction. When we looked at the air, we found something that wasn't there before the solar eclipse began, and so we started looking at the people exposed to see if their testosterone levels were affected or not, and they were. They were super heightened, so we're thinking that might be the key to at least helping treat the people that were already exposed. We don't know how to prevent it at this point, but if we can at least treat the people that were already exposed, we're one step closer. So pretty soon we'll be doing that. But it's good news. We're at least taking a step in the right direction, even if we don't know how to prevent it, and it gives me hope. So we'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. Well guys, it's officially my third and last video entry about the solar eclipse happening on Nova. It's been about 2 months now, so a year-ish since this all started happening, and they figured it out. They managed to treat all of the people that had been exposed that they could find and figure out how to prevent that reaction from happening again. So unless the solar eclipse has something else in store for us, we're free to go. Thankfully most people survived, and I was able to help in some way. I mean, But it's done. It's over. We can go about our normal lives again. It's a weird, great feeling. I can finally see my parents again. That's gonna be even better. So, this is it. It's not been great, but it's been real. Bye, guys.